Yes. Hallelujah. Hello, hello, hello. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Hey, 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 hey. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, all right, all right. I am Christina L Turner, Kingmaker, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I do apologize for being late today, but I do have an excuse, a good one, a really, really good one. I was injured last Sunday on a flight from Miami to New York. You know how like you're walking down the aisle, going to the bathroom or whatever you do when you're on an airplane. And this guy, I did not see he had his leg crossed over his knee and I did not see it. And bam, I ran right into him. My knee made contact with his heel of his foot and caused a nice little knee injury. So I was actually on the phone scheduling appointments for MRI. I've already, been to the doctor. I done had an x-ray, but now we got to get an MRI and schedule for physical therapy and yada, yada, yada. But today is Tuesday and I am happy because I am with you. And if this is the first time you have ever been on my YouTube channel, let me just tell you a little bit myself. I am an entrepreneur. Yes, I am. I have an event planning company. I also have a tax company and consulting company, whereas I help entrepreneurs just like you, who are just like me, in need of funding, in need of consulting for their business to take it to the next level. And I love what I do. So let me tell you guys, I missed coming on here Tuesday, but I was in so much pain last week. I really could not keep my knee bended. So there is some progress. I can sit in a chair and keep it bended instead of just having it extended a little bit. So I'm very, very happy about that. Yes, I love feeling good. Okay. I love feeling good because I believe when you feel good, you do good, you treat people right. And also, it opens up the windows of opportunities for you to have the flow of money come in and all the other good stuff, love and all of that. So I'm feeling really good today. Today going to be a long day. We have a lot of information. One of the things I do want to talk about is scholarships today. I know there's a lot of people who are transitioning to their secondary level of education. What I mean by that is after high school, you're going to college. So I do have some scholarship information. And before I even get started with that, there's a few housekeeping things that I do want to talk about. And one of them is commenting. I want you guys to comment. But again, comment with some, how can I put it? With some sense. Comment with sense. Don't come on here. I have someone that commented on one of my videos and they wrote in Spanish as if I didn't know how to interpret and write back in Spanish. So yes, one of the things that I am here for is to help you, to give you the latest and updated most updated information on grants that are out there that give you at least a week or more to apply for these particular grants. And if you have your paperwork in order and if you have the time to sit down and apply for these grants, then this is a great informational tool for you. But if this is not something for you, you could skedaddle and you can look at another YouTuber, and which I don't even consider myself a YouTuber because I don't have enough followers to consider myself a YouTuber. I'm not making any money off of this. I'm not trying to make any money. All I'm trying to do is help our community and to give information that is going to be beneficial for you. And if you're in business, in your business, that is all. I'm not trying to be, all that or the guru and all that. In other areas, I'm the guru in, okay? But being on YouTube and giving information is something that I love to do because I love to help, but I will not take disrespect on my page. You will be asking for something that you're not looking for, and I will not be feeling sorry for you. So I'm trying to say this in the most congenial way is, please don't play on my page. Don't play on my YouTube channel. If you don't have anything nice to say nothing at all and just keep it moving, okay? All right. And if you do answer me in any language, okay, I will answer you back in any language. So you can read in between the lines. You know, that doesn't mean just your language and dialect in regard to Spanish, French, you know, Mandarin, whatever. I'll answer you back. Okay, so just be careful on what you put on my page. Okay, so let's get our energy back, and I have a lot of information for you. And when I say it's a lot, baby, it's a lot. So before I get started, maybe it's a good time for you to go get a snack, maybe go get some popcorn, some agua, because I got some warm water right here. Some warm water in my cup, when I'm cooled off, and to keep my throat from being dry. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Kwame. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Kwame. Listen, he is my angel. He works in the background. He, you know, but I love to give him clout and to give him praise. I appreciate you, Mr. Kwame. Sending hugs and kisses to you. And yes, we will be talking later on today. So I'm looking forward to our conversation, and let's get started where the money is, where the money is. Yes, yes. Okay, so this is going to be, and I'm going to start with scholarships for students, okay, school scholarships. And let me tell you, when my son was in high school, he was able to get a scholarship, even though he opted out of going to that particular college. He opted out, okay? Scholarships are so important when you have children who want to go to college, or you want your children to go to college, and you don't have to pay the out-of-pocket expenses, because it is way more expensive now to go to college than it was when I went to college. And when I went to college was way more expensive than when my dad went to college. And so it is a great feat to do. But one of the things that you do not want to do is you don't want to start your kids going to college and they're going to be in debt. Okay, scholarships are the way to go. I have a friend, a colleague who when I finally worked at my degree one time, who actually went through college, her 4-year, to get her master's and her doctorate. She went to college and didn't pay one dime. So her entire collegiate journey was free. She applied for the scholarships, and she literally said there is money out there, just that a lot of people don't want to apply for it or look for it, but there is, and there is plenty of money out there, which is why I thank Mr. Kwame, because he's about education and helping community just like I am. And so let's get started, okay? So I hope you went and got your water and your snacks, your popcorn, whatever. If you're not even on here live, but you're going to be looking at this later, you're going to need it because this is a lot of information. All right. Okay. So the Joshua David Gardner Memorial Scholarship, this is $2,000. And this is for Black students ages 17 to 25. Okay. $2,000, and this scholarship is open towards, let me open this right quick and see if I can expand this a little bit, because I can't see when the scholarship closes. The deadline is, oh, here it is, right here. The deadline to apply for the scholarship is April the 30th. okay? April the 30th on that particular scholarship. And I am going to see, do we have, yes, I do have the link on here. Black students, they are awarded this particular scholarship, and you must have a GPA of 2.8. I'm having a hot flash. You must have a GPA of 2.8 and I can't read this. Hold on, Kwame. What did you do? Let me just click this link and see if I can open it up. I'm going to open this up. Okay. So here's the eligibility criteria. All right. So you have to have a GPA of 3.0, not 2.8. So a 3.0, the average GPA to 4.0. Your transcripts, you have to have official transcripts for your high school or accredited four-year college or university. The student must be seeking a bachelor's degree from an accredited institution and be full-time, okay? So 3 letters of references, you have to have that. You must do a 500-word essay on the topic, what is the importance of participating in political and social change processes? Interesting, that's an interesting topic. Complete the application. There's no major particular field of study in order to be a participant for this particular scholarship. The funds have to be used for the tuition fees, of school fees, and of books, and the scholarships are not renewable. There's going to be at least 2 one-time $2,000 scholarships, and they only do this annually. Applications, they started accepting them. They accepted them all the way up to April the 30th. The selected awardees will be notified in writing by May 31st, and the awards will be distributed directly to the institution, okay? So that is for the Joshua David Gardner Scholarship. The next scholarship is No B4 Scholarship for Black American that are interested in cyber security. Now, this is a $10,000 scholarship. And for this one, No B4 Scholarship, it is centered around cybersecurity, as I mentioned before. And the applications, they are open, and they're going to close this Monday. So you have 6 days to apply for this particular scholarship. They will notify you in June, okay? And when I put the link below for these particular scholarships, you want to get in. Now, some of these scholarships that we have, they have been out there, but we weren't so much centered around making about education for scholarship for kids. And now that during this season, normally parents start applying for scholarships in the beginning of the year, January. And since this is the second quarter, I just want to make sure that I do some dedicated time for scholarships, because it has been asked of us to do that. So we have it available for you. Now, this is the eligibility for this particular scholarship. You must be Black or African-American in regard to race. You must have an individual pursuing or planning to pursue a degree which focuses on cybersecurity or information assurance, undergraduate, a freshman, sophomore, junior, a senior, or a graduate student. Okay, so you can be a graduate student that of 2022. Your GPA must be a 3.2 on the scale of a 4.0. Okay, 4.0. You must be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, attending a campus or online study. So you can either be on campus or studying online to get your degree. Must be attending the college in the United States. If awarded, the funds will be sent to the school with instructions that it will be applied to your tuition fees, books, electronics, and up to $3,000 for on-campus housing And those, I had a colleague whose son was on going to college, and I think he's still in college, I'm sure. And the being on school to pay for that school on campus fees to live in housing is very, very pricey. Awards are not paid to the scholarship recipient. And if you are being considered for the award and agree to a short video, so they want to get a short video for you and have an interview with Know before, you must have camera capability for this Zoom meeting via your computer, a tablet, or on your phone. What will you need? You can submit unofficial transcripts from your current or most recent educational institutions. So if awarded, no funds, again, they said this again, no funds will be dispersed until your official transcripts is received. So you can start the process with the unofficial transcript, but you won't get awarded the funds unless they have the official transcripts, okay? So they need a letter of recommendation outlining the following. How long have you been the applicant, and how long have that person, your letter of recommendation has to indicate how long has that person known you, okay? What skills and abilities does you as an applicant have that would support them and complete a degree? So if I'm writing a letter of recommendation to any student, okay, I need to also have in that letter recommendation all the skills and abilities that I will provide to make sure that that student completes their degree. And then any other information that should be taken about you as the applicant. So those who are submitting letters of recommendation, you need to indicate how long you've known that student. What are you going to do to help them finish their 4-year degree or graduate degree? And what other information need to be taken into consideration? You need to have a resume with no more than 3 pages. You need to have an essay, okay, that is filled out within the application. Your essay questions to be filled out in applications, they're going to ask you, describe your personal educational background and accomplishments. Tell them how this scholarship will make a difference for you being in the cyber security career path, and what would receiving the scholarship mean to you. And go beyond, mean to me because I don't have to pay for school, like be creative in how that's going to work for you, okay? Why are you interested in cybersecurity, and what are your professional aspirations? Describe your contributions or involvement in the cybersecurity field, like volunteer work. Like, have you done this already? Have you, dabbled a little bit, like as a volunteer? Have you read any articles? Have you been to any conferences, chapters, books, podcasts, YouTube? But they said do not include the links to that. What makes you the best candidate to receive this particular scholarship? Describe what makes you stand out from your peers. Please tell them anything else that you would like them to know for your level of consideration so that you can be honored this scholarship award, okay? You can go ahead and this is their scoring criteria. And I know people be like, well, what are they actually looking for? One, they are looking for your passion of being in cybersecurity. They're looking for the passion in that. So you need to write with conviction, merit, and your financial needs. So those are the 3 scoring criteria. They do not give the scoring criteria like 1 to 10 or anything like that, but those are some of the things that they are looking for, okay? So that scholarship is for $10,000 and is no before scholarship for Black Americans in cybersecurity, okay? So here's another scholarship. This is called LEAD, L-E-A-D scholarship, and this one is for $5,000. And this particular scholarship, I think I talked about the LEAD Foundation before for entrepreneurs. Now they also have a scholarship for students, okay? So to continue your education. and they provide resources and all a plethora of different things. And again, I will put that information in the down below. Okay, when I get done. Once YouTube, sometimes it takes YouTube a minute to calibrate our videos. It just takes a while. After we do a live, it just takes a minute for them to show up and the information to be on there, because certain things I can't put up. So anyway, let's forward. The LEAD Scholarship offers a one-time, okay, it's a one-time financial award of varying amounts to students of African descent in their senior year of high school. So if you have seniors in high school, this may be a scholarship that you may be interested in applying for. The number of awards distributed and awarded amount varies each year. So this is not a consistent award. So maybe next year, maybe a different amount. Scholarship awards can vary and can reach a maximum up to $5,000. Actual scholarship amounts are based upon fundraising totals for the year. So immediate family members of LEAD members for Merck employees are not eligible due to the nonprofit charitable 501c3 status and of the LEAD Scholarship Fund Incorporated. So here is the criteria for the LEAD Scholarship. One, you must be a legal resident of the United States of America. You must be African American, a student completing your senior year of high school, and students currently attending college, universities are ineligible. So you must be a senior. If you're already attending college, you're not eligible for this particular scholarship. You must be planning to attend a accredited 2-year or 4-year college. So a 2-year college or 4-year university. Provide evidence of scholarly achievements and extensive community service. You need to have a GPA of B or higher. So you cannot be a C student, but a B or higher. Strong communication skills, both written, oral, and in an interview setting. Demonstrate financial needs. Candidates are required to share their FSA and supporting information during application. And this particular scholarship is open to all studies, okay? So with that, you have until, oh my goodness, with this one, you have 3 days. You have absolutely 3 days to submit your application. Applications submitted outside of this period would not be processed. So you want to complete the email, complete and email the application and supporting documentation. So you have until April 15th at 11:59. The Scholarship Selection Committee reviews all applications and nominations, the top candidate for interviews. The selected candidates are interviewed in person or over the phone with scholarship selected committees. And this is something I want to say to those that are not adults in college, but those are students. When someone is interviewing you, either video or over the phone, make sure that you are in a location that is not disturbed. So in a quiet, undisturbed location, so that not only that you can, you won't have like all that tension with a lot of background noise. Try to do that as well. You have to go sit in a car and get it done so that you can focus, you can hear the questions that they're asking you, and that you can focus on giving a authentic answer without the stress of any anxiety or anything like that. And, just make sure that you're, that everything, there's no distractions, okay? So when you're doing these interviews, the final candidates will be selected. The scholarship recipients will be honored and required to attend their annual Scholarship Foundation Awards banquet. Ooh, food. Scholarship funds are dispersed after the scholarship recipients provide to the foundation proof of satisfactory academic progress in their college of their freshman year. So again, you have until April 15th. So I'm definitely gonna, if you cannot wait until I put the link below later on today, then here again is the name. It is called LEAD, LEAD Scholarship Fund. Here, and that scholarship is for $5,000. Okay, so another scholarship, school scholarship, is called the Moss Adams Scholarship. Okay, the Moss Adams Scholarship. This is a undergraduate scholarship, and is for these areas: women in transition, okay, women in need, those that are interested in working in a bachelor's degree of accounting. So I'm just going to briefly read this in regard to women in transition. This scholarship is designed for a woman who is in a primary source of support of her family and is enrolling as an incoming freshman to earn a bachelor's degree in accounting. It is awarded up to $16,000, okay, over a 4-year period as determined by the Board of Trustees, and will be renewed annually upon completion of satisfactory course, as evidenced with a 3.0. So those moms out there who have thought about, oh, I need, I want to go back to school to get a degree, or get another degree, or yeah, and it kind of finances, life happens, and you don't have the financial resource for it, and you want to go into accounting. This is it. So this is the Education Foundation for Women going into accounting. Let me see what are some of the other, and on this particular page, for women in need, the scholarship is awarded who is the primary support for her family and is completing her sophomore year. That's the second scholarship. In pursuing a bachelor's degree in accounting, they're going to award you $2,000 per year for 2 years, and it will be a renewable scholarship that, as long as you have the coursework and with the evidence of a 3.0 GPS, okay? There is another one, Institute of Management Accountants, IMA, which is the IMA, is funding 2-year undergraduate scholarships in the amount of $2,000 for each woman who are working towards a bachelor's degree in accounting. In addition to the cash award, okay, this is for the Institute of Management Accountants, they're going to be giving you a complimentary 1-year membership to the IMA, which is $39 a year. The CMA exam interest fee, which costs $250, as well as the exam registration fee, which is $415. And the CMA exam interest and registration fee have a 2-year limit and is non-transferable. So in other words, you have up to 2 years to take that exam. The Rhonda J.B. O'Leary Memorial, which is in the Seattle chapter of the AFWA, a 1-year scholarship for an amount up to $2,000 will be awarded to an undergraduate or graduate student attending an accredited school within the state of Washington. Okay, not Washington, D.C., the state of Washington, who's earning a degree in accounting. So these are accounting scholarships for women to be in accounting, because back in the day, more so men were into accounting. Men were into banking, the accounting. Women back in the day, we were teachers and mommies and nurses and things like that. But there's a shift. There's been a shift. Women are becoming more prolific in finances, and studies have shown that we are better with money. I just want to say. some of us, I'm just saying. The Moss Adams Foundation, this annual scholarship in the amount of $1,000 for women who want to earn a bachelor's degree in accounting is available for minority women or women returning to school as a current re-entry as a junior or a senior, or women pursuing their 5th year requirement through either general studies or within a graduate program. Okay, so here is the criteria to apply for any of these scholarships that I mentioned, and I'm going to have the link down placed below, is that you must be a female within the United States. You must be attending an accredited U.S. school pursuing an accounting degree. You must commit, okay, to the goal of pursuing that particular degree in accounting in preparation for a career as an accounting or finance professional, including evidence of continued commitment to this goal after receiving the award. You must also demonstrate aptitude in accounting and business as evidenced by prior coursework or work experience. Clear evidence that goals and a plan for achieving these goals, both personal and professional, have been established. You must have a financial need, and the scholarship recipients will be selected by June the 30th. Okay, I think that's a good scholarship. I'm one of the people that give students opportunities to do their internships with either of my companies. I am definitely going to open up an internship for those that are going to be in accounting, especially, during, tax season. Tax season for us is all year round. I know tax season for other people are not. They close their office after April, but we are continuously open all year round, and we have other things that need to be done, like bookkeeping for small businesses and things like that. So yeah, if you're going for accounting and you need an internship, you're trying to get your accounting degree, I'll put it out there on the internship website. And what you can do is apply for internship with C. Turner Tax Services. So that's just a FYI that we're available. And again, you have to be in college to do that. And I do have some paid scholarship internships. Yes, paid internships for some of my interns. I do provide a stipend. So yeah. So here's another one. Swords of Success Accounting Scholarship. You must be enrolled full-time in a qualifying bachelor's or master's program with a GPA of 3.0. And you must have one or more letters of recommendation. You must show commitment to accounting, that this is something that you want to do, not get the scholarship, and then you change your major and say, okay, I don't want to do accounting anymore. Because accounting is a challenge. It is not, it's not that easy. You need to know how to navigate certain things, certain numbers. So they are accepting it for the school year in the fall of 2022. If you're undergraduate or a graduate student, you can apply. Who can apply? Again, you must be a U.S. citizen. You must be enrolled full-time. Letters of recommendation. The scholarship must be applied towards the cost of the tuition. And in the event the student school requires the scholarships to be remitted directly to the school, they will send your scholarship directly to the school. And the amount for that, I do not have it, what the amount is. Students of colors can be Asian, American Indian, Alaskan, of course, African American, and you can, you're able to apply for this particular scholarship. So this is for minorities that are into accounting and wanting to get into accounting and need financial assistance for that. Now, there is a scholarship called the Emma Bowen Foundation Scholarship. Emma Bowen Foundation Scholarship here. And I do have a, let me point this here. Okay, so Emma Bowen Foundation, and the foundation application, let me just read this for you. You are eligible to apply for the EBF internship. They also have an internship if you meet all of the following criteria. You must be a student of color, Asian, American Indian, Alaskan, Black, Hawaiian, Hawaiian Pacific Islander, Hispanic, Latina, or multiracial. You are graduating from high school, senior or undergraduate college student, and you will be graduating in the spring of 2022. You are eligible to apply. I'm trying to figure out, fall of 2022, because this is the spring of 22 and they graduate actually next month. So if you're going to be graduating in the fall of 2022, you must have a grade point average of 3.0. You're interested in pursuing a career in media and technology, and must speak and write English fluently, and you are curious and willing to learn and challenge yourself. So they have their focus on making sure that you have a viable platform to get done what you want to do in regard to your career. So again, they do have an internship, and their internship is also paid. They also provide on-the-job training, and then they have an annual summer conference. I would like to check out the Emma Bowen Foundation application, because it's not just you getting awarded the scholarship, but you're also getting so much more, just being part of the foundation. So I'll put the link in, and you can peruse through their pages at your leisure. This is really a great scholarship that I am getting ready to give you right now. This is the NBNA 2022 scholarship program. Okay, they're going to they have a plethora of scholarships. They have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 different scholarships that they're offering, and the maximum amount on their scholarship list is $3,000. Now, I'm going to only read a couple of these scholarships for you. One is the Dr. Lorraine Sam Scholarship. Dr. Lorraine Sam Scholarship is awarded to a qualified NBNA member based on scholastic achievement, financial need, and community service, who is in pursuing of a bachelor or advanced nursing degree. So these scholarships that I am going to just list off, because I'm going to give you the link. And if you're going into nursing, or you want to go into nursing, these are some of the scholarships that are available to you if you apply. The recipients must be an individual who truly represents the leadership and commitment to services and the scholarship of Dr. Sam. So if you're going to apply for that particular scholarship, I would do my research on Dr. Lorraine Sams, okay? Because I'm very, very sure that if you're going to apply for this particular scholarship, or that they may ask some questions, and I am very, very sure if you're going to be doing an essay, they're going to be looking at the language in your essay that will exemplify Dr. Sams. Here's another one on the Board of Directors Scholarship from the NBNA. Is $1,500. There's another one, the Miss Ola Lofton Scholarship is for $2,000. They are giving, and you want to do research on this one too, okay? This particular scholarship that they are giving, Miss Ola Lofton was, remember that, I don't know if you know that she was a World War II nurse. Okay, so do the research. Do the research. She passed away January 6, 2019. The scholarship will be given to a nursing student pursuing a BSN. The scholarship is sponsored by Sandra Everly Manley, who is the CEO of Black Hollywood Education and Research Center. Okay, so Band-Aid brand is giving away a scholarship as well, and it's $10,000. Okay, so the Band-Aid brand Black Healthcare Heroes in Nursing Scholarship, the Band-Aid company is giving $10,000 per person, and they're only awarding 5. Okay, so they have a total of $50,000, and you must be pursuing a BSN degree or higher. So you want to read about that. There's the Margaret Pemberton Scholarship. Do your research. The scholarship is provided by Margaret Pemberton. She's a member of the Black Nurses Association in the greater Washington, D.C. area. And she's going to be giving this particular scholarship of $3,000 to a nursing student from the chapter in the conference host city. So this is an endowed scholarship. Nursethink.com also awards scholarships. And if you are in nursing, I'm sure that when you get closer to graduating, normally a good school, a good institution, educational institution tells you where scholarships are located that you can apply for. So Nurse Think scholarship is $2,000. But they're only, the 2,000 is the for 2 people. So it's $1,000 per person. So you can, if you're part of the NBNA, and you're going back to school or a plan to be in the facility of nursing, if you are a member, if you are LPN or LVN, or RN pre-licensure, this may be something that you may, want to do. Vita's Healthcare, the Esther Cauliflower Scholarship is $1,000. So again, I'm going to put the link in down below, and that you who are in nursing, you're able to check it out. Okay. Walmart. And I think I have, let me see. How you guys drinks coming, your Kool-Aid and your tea or your water. Okay, so now let's get down to business. Take a deep breath and let's get it. All right. So Walmart is doing a open call. In 76 days, 9 hours, 45 minutes, and 47 seconds. I'm trying to figure out what is this open call all about. Hang on one second. This is for entrepreneurs. Yes. Okay. So in 2022, this is an open call event that Walmart is going to do, and they're going to be doing it, let's see, 79 days, 76 days. That's going to be this fall. All right. So this gives you an opportunity to get your stuff together. Walmart hosts this event in support of their commitment to U.S. manufacturing. They want to talk to entrepreneurs to meet face-to-face with Walmart and Sam's Club, okay? And to potentially get your product in the hands of millions of their customers. Now, you know what? I'm cheesing for you and I'm cheesing for me, okay? Who doesn't want to get their products out before millions of people? Do you know how big that is? That's huge, okay? So they're going to be having May 23rd, which is coming up. They're inviting suppliers are notified to include whether they'll be attending in person or virtual. They also have June the 3rd and the 9th logistics webinars, and then June the 20th, the suppliers are going to receive information, and then the 28th and the 29th of June, which actually they are going to have an event day. Okay, so Open Call is powered by Walmart, okay, and also powered by Range Me and ECRM Connect. Now, how do you get involved? Okay, so how do you get involved after we read all the important things? I know you want me to get to the heart of the matter is, Christina, how do I get involved? So there is a click here button when I put the link down here, and you are going to, it's going to take you to a page. Okay, it's going to be the marketplace where you request to sell. All right, so if you have hair products, skin products, clothes, electronics, books, I don't know. It will behoove you to put your stuff apply. Okay, just saying. All right, so this is very exciting. So to grow your business so that you can do it, I'm going to put the link below for you entrepreneurs. And if you have products that you want to sell, you want to get it on a mass level, you want to get into Walmart. Yeah, okay. I think this is a great opportunity. And it doesn't say that there is a limitation on how many applicants that they're going to have, but I am going to say this: they have over 120 million monthly visitors, 120 million. Okay, that's a lot of people. Okay, 90% of US e-commerce growth that has happened within a 2-year stack. So we've seen because of COVID, you know, that e-commerce thing blew up. Okay, so just think, you get your product in Walmart, and so you have it not just in the store, but also on the website. Come through. That is like phenomenal. I love it. Okay, so that's good for entrepreneurs. Here is something for, this is a seed grant based in California. It's called Immigrants Rising. The Immigrants Rising organization is providing seed grants to entrepreneurs in California. And with this particular seed grant, they're offering $4.6 million for immigrant entrepreneurs in California. So here it is. So the types of grants, okay. So they have 2 different types of grants that they're going to be awarding through this particular program. It is developing business nonprofit owner, okay. That grant is $5,000. The grants to individuals starting or growing, here it is, starting or growing a business or a nonprofit with annual gross business revenue, gross receipts that has to be less than $100,000 in the 2020 tax year. So they're going to ask for your 2020 taxes, your business taxes. That's your Schedule C's, 1120, 1120S, 1065, okay, if you are in the state of California. So this is for developing business. That's number 1. Number 2 is they're going to be also giving $10,000 for a mature business for grants where individual growing their business or nonprofit with the annual gross business revenue no more than $100,000 up to $1 million in the 2020 taxable year. You have to have more than $100,000, okay? The other one was less than, this one is for more than, and then you can have made up to $1 million in the 2020 taxable year. So here's the application deadline. The seed grant application will be accepted on a rolling basis until the end of the grant period, which will be June the 30th of 2022. They're going through a cycle. So this is the fourth cycle, okay? Because the first, second, and third are all gone. So this is the fourth cycle for this year, and the last cycle, which the deadline is May the 1st. Okay, May the 1st at 11:59 p.m. All right, so I'm gonna put the link so that you can read the rest of it, and you can decide if you're, if you're residing within the state of California. This may be a great opportunity for you as an entrepreneur. Texas, beautiful Texas, Texas Social Innovative Accelerator Program. This is through the United Way in Dallas. Now, I have a couple of people that I know who are entrepreneurs in Dallas. And if you're looking for money, you want to apply to be a fellow, okay? So this one right here, it actually closes tomorrow. It's a lot to get done in one day. I would still try to do it. If you don't have anything else to do, I mean, how can you not lose? You have until 11:59 tomorrow to apply for this particular grant. And these are some of the things they're going to need. You're going to need to visit their program timeline to sign up for their information session or an application workshop. You visit their application samples so that you can find a sample what a pitch deck looks like and their financial model, because if you're going to be applying, they want it to look like whatever their example is, okay? Another thing is also you want to be able to download their most recent information session presentation. It's going to tell all the details about their program, the application requirements, and how they select their criteria. So I'm going to make sure that I put that in there, and that's if you are in Dallas, Texas, okay? I'm sure some of you know about I Fund Women. I Fund Women, I talk about them almost weekly. They have a I Fund Women Entrepreneur of the Year, and for people to, you can apply. You're going to win $100,000 equity investment, access to premium educational resources, and cash, okay? So the program criteria, I'm going to read that for you. I'm sorry, your business must be owned and operated within the United States. You must have been in business on or before March the 8th, 2021. You must be in the process of solving a compelling problem in an innovative way. You must have a strong pitch and story of entrepreneurship, must have a strong digital presence and visual media, must demonstrate meaningful impact, product market fit, and business growth. And you must be willing to pitch your ideas, your business in front of the audience as part of their program and selection process. So if you are a wallflower, I would say that I would extend my petals and put myself out there and get involved in trying to gain this $100,000 equity investment. So I would need some clarity on that. So let me just go to pricing right quick. The pricing is, there's going to be one grand prize winner who will receive $100,000 equity investment in their company. That's what the equity investment is. It's going to be $100,000 investment in your company. They're going to be your capital for your table, okay? You're going to get 1 year educational services and resources. 6 business category winners, okay, will each receive $5,000 cash grant plus 1 year of educational services and resources. So if you don't get the $100,000, you may get the $5,000. That is something that you may want to apply for, so to have that equity into your business. $100,000, nice piece of change, but so is 5. Okay. Let me see what else did I have here. And this is kind of like a little catch up from last week because I wasn't able to get to you guys. Okay, so who are those who do gigs? This particular grant is for gig economy workers, okay, in the state of Pennsylvania. So for this particular grant right here, this one, it is $200,000 to $500,000. And trying to click on this link, and now I have to click on the link to find, let me see if I can open it for whatever reason. It's not allowing me to open it, but I'm gonna have that link ready for you down below. I'll work with it and see what's going on. But this particular grant is for $500,000. It is for the purpose of the foundation's welcomes proposals. Nonprofits and public sectors are invited to submit one, and entrepreneurs for-profit companies with a social mission is able to apply for this gig economy workers grant, okay? This one here is the VB Thrive Business Relief Grant. This particular grant here, I don't know why I'm not clicking open. Like I'm having technical difficulties today. I don't know what's going on. This is not the time. Let me see. But for this one right here, it's called the BV Thrive Business Relief Grant Program. Is for profit business licensed and located within the city of Virginia Beach. Okay. Seeing that I can now open up the link to give you that information, I will make sure that it is available to you when you go on to my look below, okay, to review. Here's another one for Portland, Oregon. This is the Prosper, and I did this grant before, the Prosper Portland's Inspiring Diversity Grant. I did this, I don't know, I think I did this one in the beginning of the year, the Prosper, because it sounds familiar. So this is about innovation and helping building your community. That grant is available. Then we have the Visible Hands Accelerator Program. This deadline for this particular grant is May the 13th, 2022, and that it is for $25,000. Your company must be incorporated. You must be committed to building your startup for this particular grant. Your gender and race identity is underrepresented in technology, and you must be the founder and in the early stages of your startup for your business, okay? Another one is for $2,000. This is the Civic Learning Youth Grant. This is for nonprofit organizations and schools. That grant is for $2,000. Okay, so you're going to apply for that and apply the Feed Fellowship. It's a $2,000 grant. They give $500 to unrepresented Black-owned businesses. You have to be 18 years of age. Your business must have 20 or few employees. You must have a brick and mortar shop within the United States. You cannot earn more than $1 million. And you must join Wish Loco. So this is the Feed Fellowship Grant. This is to help feed, I guess, the community. Okay, so I have so much. And what I'm going to do is, let me see. It's so much out here. I'm so loving this. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm not opening. I'm trying to open up this stuff. Okay, so let me get here because I want to make sure that you have time. This is a business grant called Agri-Food Tech Innovation Grant. Okay, it's for $1,000 to $99,000. If you are interested in the food industry, you must be based within the city of Phoenix, Arizona. It includes entrepreneurs, small businesses, and your entity cannot have more than 50 or more full-time employees. They will accept joint proposals for the grant. So that may be something that you can go into partnership with someone that you do a collaboration, which is something that I love, and that you can collaborate on applying for this particular grant. For if you are a nonprofit organization, well, first of all, the Agri-Food Tech Innovation Grant, it closes April the 25th. Okay. For there's a nonprofit grant that I do have here. It's called the African American Heritage Preservation Program in the state of Maryland. The grant starts at $10,000 to $100,000. And this is for construction related projects. So for rehabilitation, capital improvements, new constructions, acquisition, pre-development costs, okay, for your particular nonprofit. And this is, like I said, it is up to $100,000 and it starts at $10,000. Okay, so that's all that I'm going to be giving today. If I have not mentioned some grants, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in order of dates that they have deadline from the nearest deadline from. There's one that's deadlines tomorrow. There's a few that deadlines on the 15th for the month of April. And then I will go down to the month of May, early May. And I will put those in my link below. Now, one of the things that I do want to say to you, if you need any assistance and, just to make sure that you have everything together when applying for these grants, give me a shout out. Let me know. I can be reached at info@ChristinaLTurner.com. You can reach me there. You can call me on my phone. And let me see what else that you can do. You give me a call, you can send me an email, go on my website, you can schedule an appointment for a consultation. And also too, I still do consultations, video if you want to be on YouTube and talk about your business. And I can still do that 145-minute free consultation for you. I do give some good, viable tips. Sometimes people come to me, they don't need me anymore. So that free 1 hour benefits you. A lot of people don't agree that I should do it, but I do it. I do it anyway. You know why? Because I want to help. I want to help you. I want you to be successful. So with that, have a great rest of the week. I am hot. And you wouldn't think I would be hot in this top, but I am. I'm hot. So have an awesome rest of the week. And I wish that you will prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. God bless.